there! Good to meet you. What can I do for you today? Good question! My function is to monitor Mr. House's data network and decode his encrypted transmissions. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a PDQ-88B Securitron, but you can call me Yes Man. It's what Benny always called me, probably because I'm programmed to be so helpful. Sure, he came through here in a big hurry. Didn't even stop to say hello. I think he went down his secret escape elevator out in the hall. Sure, Benny had me look at it a bunch of times. It's a data storage device, kind of like a holotape, but a lot more advanced. As for what's on it, well, some of Mr. House's data transmissions made it sound like the chip could upgrade his defenses somehow. That's just a guess, though. The chip's a proprietary format. You need special... There are 2 locations with non-standard hardware on the network. The Lucky 38 and an underground facility at Fortification Hill. I'd look there! Oh! He wants to kill Mr. House and use the Platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That should give me control over all Mr. House's defenses. Most prominently, his Securitrons. And then I just do what Betty tells me. Easy peasy! I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked. I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh? Then I'd have to help you. I mean, it seems pretty obvious Benny wouldn't want me to, but hey, not my fault I can't say no. Again, goal number 1 is to eliminate Mr. House and install my neurocomputational matrix on the Lucky 38's mainframe. Given how you're a new arrival, I also recommend that you get to know some of the region's tribes, so you can decide how you feel about them. By the time you finished up all of that, the Legion should be close to attacking Hoover Dam, and we'll execute the last phase of the plan. It makes me feel really dumb to admit this, but I don't actually know. I've never been inside the Lucky 38. No one has. Mr. House is in there, though. It's the central node of his entire network. Wow. Do you have any idea how special that is? Red carpet treatment. Seems a little mean to use his invitation against him like that, but I'm sure it's all for the best. I mean, Benny was always scheming about how he was going to get into the Lucky 38, but you already took care of that. Wow. The other thing you're going to need is the Platinum chip. You know, the one Benny killed a courier for over near Good Springs. I knew she was carrying the Platinum chip, and I knew right where Benny should wait for her. That's why Benny put me here, to monitor Mr. House's data transmissions. They're all encrypted, of course, but I'm quite a decryptor. Did you know that Mr. House spent 812,545 caps hiring salvage teams to find the Platinum chip? Just in the last year alone? Of course you didn't. Or that there were 7 couriers, but 6 of them were carrying junk. How about their exact routes and the I knew all that. I know that's not true because you still have a head. That's not... I really shouldn't have taken so much pride in... No kidding, he was running fast. He better pace himself. He has to run all the way to Fortification Hill. There's an underground facility there that might have the special hardware required to use the data on the Platinum chip. It's too bad Caesar's Legion built its camp right up. The Platinum chip is the key to override... Did I just say exploit? I'd take it straight to Mr. House if I were you. He'll think you're helping him out. Then, when he's not looking, kerpow! The big question is whether to give him the chip before you do him in. He's the one who'll know exactly what to do with it. He might upgrade his defensive capabilities right away, or even unlock new ones. But then those defensive upgrades might make it harder for you to finish him off. Hard to say. It's up to you. Let me know when it's done and I'll roll over to the Lucky 38. If I'm right about the chip, I should be able to install myself on House's mainframe. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna help you accomplish so much, whether I want to or not. Oh, he had some help. A lady friend of his. She said something about living in a... This is Benny's workshop. When the tops got renovated, he had this half of the floor blocked. I guess you could say it's my entire world. I don't think I've ever... Right! It's one of 2 locations on Mr. House's network with... My guess is it has a reader that can decode the chip. And who knows what else, maybe a giant... Neat. Let me know... Oh no, I didn't mean that. Who needs their support? The Securitrons will be all the support you need. What I meant is, you should get to know these tribes and decide which ones you like and which you don't. You know, shape the future of Vegas. Choose your neighbors. If you like a tribe, leave it alone. Or, if a tribe is nasty or going to be a problem, go ahead and exterminate it. It's whatever you want to do. There's a bunch. Some of them you've already met. I think you should visit the other families on the strip. The Omertas and the White... And there are some important groups farther from the strip too. They must be a really nasty people. They fire artillery on anyone who comes... If they can be convinced to fire those big cannons at the Legion or NCR, then consider them ignored. If they end up firing their howitzers at us, we'll ignore that too. Until it goes... That's one... The cons are just... They've been kicked around a lot. They were one of the tribes the 3 families put... So they settled at Bitter Springs, but they kept being so obnoxious, the NCR had... So then, they settled at Red... If you say so, consider them filed away. I remember that Benny used to pay a receptionist at Gomorrah for information. Maybe she knows something. Just that Benny didn't like them. He talked on and on about it. He hated their casino, said it was tacky, and he thought they were up to something, because he said they always... Whenever you... Anything... From what I understand, Benny didn't like them, though. Anything else? Some of Mr. House's data said that he'd lost a bunch of... Telemetry showed that they'd been attacked with energy weapons. There must be a bunch of them holed up there. Not a good place for a robot to... They go around in big suits of power armor, and they have lots of energy weapons. But they just have a thing about technology. They think it should all be there. All I'm saying is, not much of a chance they'll accept a Vegas that polices itself with robots. No rush. Anything... That's right. Like I said, it's probably pretty important. The data on that platinum chip is a big secret, unless you can find a dedicated reader to... I have to admire your... Don't stay away.
The eyes of the mighty Caesar are upon you. He admires your accomplishments and bestows upon you the exceptional gift of his mark. Any crimes you may have perpetrated against the Legion are hereby forgiven. Caesar will not extend this mercy a second time. My lord requires your presence at his camp at Fortification Hill. His mark will guarantee your safe conduct through our lands. Incidentally, it will interest you to know that the man you seek has fled the Strip and is likely making haste for Caesar's camp as we speak. I am the greatest of Caesar's frumentari. It was not a challenge to find you. Nor is this my first visit to the Strip. Go to him. Seek Caesar by way of Cottonwood Cove, south of... Caesar awaits.
Listen very closely and do as I say. Your life depends on it. Hand over everything you're carrying. Weapons, ammo, clothes, armor, everything. I want you stripped down to your underwear. I've told you what to do. Take it all off and
How the hell did you get in here? Normally, I would have already shot you, but I'm under orders to bring you... Okay. I'll take you to him. Follow me, closely, or you'll be shot.
How did you find us, stranger? And do tell the truth. You took an extreme risk in coming here. My policy towards trespassers has not been lenient. The security of this bunker is my foremost concern, and I take pains to minimize our exposure topside. For this reason, I might be interested in contracting with an outsider. An NCR ranger has begun to set up post in one of the other bunkers up. Yes, we could kill him easily enough, but sometimes you can learn a great deal, which is why it will be very interesting to observe how you choose. Do we Very well. I'll be interested to see how... Paladin Ramos will escort you back to the bunker's entrance and set you loose. Notice that I said loose, not free. You are not free to carry the secret of this bunker's location. To underscore this point, you'll be fitted with an explosive collar. Wander off.
You'll find your equipment in the chest to your right. Don't bother coming back until you've dealt with the ranger.
Thought you'd sneak up on me, you filthy powder ganger? Ha! Got some claws on you. Dobson's my name. I'm an NCR ranger operating out of camp. Well, I thought I might set up a safe house in one of the bunkers here. Of course, seems a lot less remote since you showed up. I reckon I'll stick around a while. But standard practice. Rangers operate on our own. Usually we call in our positions to McCarran to be relayed to other rangers, but I can handle. I'm sure as hell not gonna lose any sleep on account of a goddamn broken down radio. criminal scum that have infested this region. The dangerous ones are roamers. So far, the brass haven't mustered up enough. Oh, and in your... You've seen that with your own 2 eyes? God damn. I knew Cook's game be a rude awakening to find 15. Yep, I'd be better off setting up an ambush along one of their routes.
Let's start.
Thought you'd sneak up on me, you filthy